Yeah, it's nice, but it's not something so special that I do want to be keeping up with it forever. Okay, yesterday 5 a.m. again. My fucking god. Let me get some sweets so that I'm just ready for this. Like, you get sweaty playing potato, I'm telling you. It's just so much excitement. I can't talk much while it is running. It is really just turn your brain off and play. So it is super difficult to actually keep an engaging conversation while it is running. Okay. 4 days. 4 days until the Synergia incident. Yeah. Let's see how we spent the time. I was really surprised that it did not go down with like at least a steady pace of like 14 days, but we just basically skipped half of the game. Skimming through the days where nothing happens, but okay. I mean, if we did all of those like 17 days or what it was in the beginning, then my god, it would have been long. Mara gets up. I'm sure she's dying to listen to her music again. Before she can leave, she bends over and plants a soft kiss on my cheek. Thank you. After a few seconds, my brain finally starts to work again. That kiss brought back so many memories, both good and bad. Mara went to listen to the... That just basically leaves me cold, but okay, that might just be me. Mara went to listen to some music, and now that both of her ears work, she can finally enjoy it fully again. I decide to head down to bed. It's Tuesday, so there's still a long way until the weekend. I wake up in the middle of the night. Oh yeah, right. We left off yesterday with fixing her ear. So right, that would have been the hope for this, right? I wake up in the middle of the night once I feel Mara is lying next to me. Did she just take my hand? I think she fully trusts me after what happened today. It makes me happy. I know I was distrustful of her, but I never thought she would feel the same way about me. Connection. 2 days before the Synergia incident, we are just really running through the game. I mean, it could be that the Synergia incident happens and then after that there's still a game. You called me, didn't you? Akira. Well, cool. Every day I wake up a bit earlier, yet I feel like I slept a lot more. Whatever, it gives me more time to get ready. I head to the bathroom, ready to take a shower. I turn on the lights, but instead of the usual white, the room is completely surrounded in a purple glow. Mara shows up at the door. Sila, are you okay? You were awake? Of course I'm fine, what's wrong? I look at my feet and see a trail of blood that goes back to my futon. I probably hurt my shoulder when I ran away with Mara. The joints have been bleeding all night. Shit. It's been a while since something like that happened. Oh, you don't notice that? I'm fine, don't worry. It's just my prosthetic arm. The skin junctions are old, so they tend to bleed if I stress it too much. You're a mess. I'll help you clean up. Take off your pajamas. I grab the futon and toss it in the washing machine. I need to take off my shirt to let Mara help me clean my wounds, much to my chagrin. Oh, chagrin. Chagrin? Do you think you'll be alright? You could stay home today. I'll be fine. It's not the first time something like that happened. I'm sorry. I didn't want to make such a mess. Also, you can't stay home unless you want to get fired. You don't have to apologize. I do my usual routine before I leave the house for the work van. In the meantime, Mara starts to clean up my mess. I get a notification on HoloNet. They are waiting for me. I open the door and leave. Take care. I nod. I get in the van and Kyle is coming with us. Something feels off today. Good morning, Sela. Hello, Dala. So, what is today's case? Just some investigation work. We found an android dressed up in the enemy's uniform around one of the gates to the refineries. And why are we involved in this? The android's got no data, and it doesn't even have a working brain. The investigation team couldn't find anything, so they want you to take a look at it. I still think this has nothing to do with us. Nah. So, how was yesterday? Kyle looks at Darla out of the corner of his eye while he keeps driving. Good. Why are you asking? I don't know. Everything went well? Could it be that she knows what happened yesterday? Darla told me to trust her, but I wouldn't put it past them to watch me if they knew I had Mara. But if that's the case, why don't they just take her away? Everything was fine, Darla. What about you? How was your day? Great. Kyle concentrates once again on the road. You are stupid, Sela. Let's just, everything that happened in the game makes me think you're stupid. So, why would you suddenly be so sharp about this? The major ordered to look around the desks at every agent. They've been feeling paranoid ever since you found that 4th generation android. It wasn't exactly a 4th gen, technically speaking. Did you find anything interesting? No, but I discovered that some agents keep pornographic magazines in them. Magazines. That's weird. Why did they bring those when the network is full of porn? But we monitor their search terms, don't you remember? Yeah, Sela, you're stupid. I found a few magazines in Kyle's desk too. Now that's interesting. Can you explain yourself, Kyle? I don't use that desk much. They probably belong to the guy who used it before me. It was Vega's desk. Yeah, that might explain it. Clunk clunk gewellt der Tank. Okay. We arrive at our destination. There's a few agents guarding the area, while others are inside a big sewer pipes connected to the factory. The whole place is a mess, and the android is completely destroyed and scattered all over the floor. I help the investigation team look for any clues. I stare at the huge wall that divides the border to the Yellow Sea. It's a titanic construction. There's a scribble on top of the android's corpse. I walk closer and touch the paint. It's mostly dry, but somewhat fresh patches. Did you see that graffiti? I don't get it. White Cat disappeared years ago. Maybe they still have a few members out here? No, this isn't like them. White Cat was known for doing huge attacks, not for beating up androids. Does the android have anything left with them we can use? I think Kyle was right. There's nothing left. They just beat it senseless, left their signature and left. How vicious. I don't think we can get anything from this. What do you want me to put in the report? Tell them there's nothing left in their android, and there's nothing we can do. It was probably a radical group, and another team should investigate the area to see if they left any clues. That's it? Do you have any suggestions? They don't have any cameras here, nor direct network connections. They could try to look at for hairs, fingerprints, and whatnot, and that this doesn't concern us anymore. Why would they do something like this? People are still losing their loved ones to the war, a war against machines that we are losing. What I find strange is that things like this don't happen more often. This war is making the Empire move backwards. Android hate is coming back at full force. People are revolting against mechanization. Nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing makes sense anymore, apart from what you said that totally makes sense. They are afraid. It's an unfounded fear. You can't avoid technological development. I thought we were past this. If there really isn't anything we can do here anymore, then we should start working on another case. I won't. I'll stay here until the end of my shift. We should go back to the station and... Darla, would you like to talk for a bit? Kyle can take care of the report for once. Sure. Darla. Kyle, I thought I was the one in charge here. I can hear the agents that were keeping guard at the area chuckling. Kyle goes back to the van to fill the report. I have to admit it felt good to humiliate him. I knew I wouldn't like him ever since the day we met. Sila, why are you such a fucking asshole? He did absolutely nothing to you. Like ever. Hey, Darla, do you have HoloNet? I do, but I rarely use it. Velta restricts their network, so I can't connect it from here. Let's use it now then. I'm going to make a private virtual room and invite you. Join and then close your eyes. Okay. Darla? Wow, this is amazing. We can talk here. Nobody else can hear us. Alright. Though I don't think it's too safe to go around talking with my eyes closed. Don't worry, I will tell you if anything happens. Hey, you obviously don't share Velta's goals, so why are you working for them? Well, this is not entirely true. Come on, Kyle can't hear us here. Open up. I mean, they are only ones who gave me a chance. That said, you're a good girl. Why don't you talk to me about your little undercover operation? I know you're spying on me. There's not much I can do about it, but if you keep bugging me, I will eventually find a way to get rid of you. Since when would you know about that? You literally... So, like, I mean, she's bluffing. Okay, but... she's so upfront about it. So, I'm guessing what she means then is she's bluffing about that, something that she can't know and she actually doesn't know. But it's more like, oh, you could actually be spying on my private stuff. But I could also mean it when I'm asking you that you are spying on me at work. Like keeping an eye on me, on my work that I'm doing while I'm at a job, right? I know Velta. I worked for them a while ago. I already know that. I'm sorry, I can't say anything else. It's fine. It's not you I'm worried about. You're really popular with Velta's security teams, did you know? Really popular. Yes, Cedar the Witch. They always talk about your covert operation and how you fought against the fourth generation. I would say I'm flattered, but all the popularity has been useful for jack shit. I'm still here wasting my talents in this trash team. No offense. I don't get it, to be honest. Why are you here? What happened? It's just not something I like to talk about. I understand. What have you heard? I heard that you fell in love with an... whatever. I don't want to hear it. Sela, you are fucking stupid. I log out and tap Darla on the shoulder so she can open her eyes. I think I will head back home, Darla. My apologies. I didn't want to make you remember that. Don't worry. I can't really do much here anyway. You're right. Take care, Sela. So everyone seems knows my story pretty well. I didn't know that. Crap. I think I might pay Yoko a visit. I could use some venting. I take a train. There's only one other person inside. Their face seems familiar. Sela? Conrad? The one and only. It's been a while. I thought you would have gotten yourself killed by now or something like that. You're just as nice as ever. Also, I'm not a corporal anymore. They promoted me recently. I'm a sergeant now. So now you're the one in charge of my unit. Yes, so it's no longer your unit. Yeah. You could. We don't judge you for what happened. Maybe one day you could come back with us. Joel always says, if you were feeling love deprived, you could have asked him. Shut your fucking mouth, Conrad. Maybe you're not under my orders anymore, but I can still destroy you. Are you mad at me? I clench my fist and look into his eyes. Times change, Sela. Maybe one day they'll see you as some kind of pioneer. Nah. So, what are you up to now? It's none of your business. I've heard you're a negotiator now. I mean, it's not as exciting, but you can still work with androids. Leave me alone. Why don't you just quit? Well, I wish you the best of luck in whatever you do. Hey, I have to get off here. I hope you do well, Sela. I don't even glance at him when he leaves. To be honest, I had completely forgotten about him and the rest of the team. It's funny, they played such a big role in my life at some point. The train has arrived at my station, so I will try not to think about it too much. I'm heading to Yoko's store, so I walk by the shopping district. The display windows catch my eye, and once I get close to one, I see a familiar looking silhouette. Is that Mara? Mara? Sela, what are you doing here? Again, with the question, actually asked the question. I just got out of work. I was going to see Yoko. Oh, why? I have to lecture her about the mess she got me into. I was window shopping. You know how much I like it? I didn't know you had left work so early, but it's better this way. I told you I would try to get out early. I guess this is how she entertains herself while I'm away. I should have known she wouldn't stay at home for a whole time. It's fine. I'm not in a hurry. Can I go with you? Okay. Please, I don't care if you two argue. She deserves it. Fine, fine. I start walking again, this time with Mara by my side. She's still focused on her window shopping. She really likes to stare at them. After a bit, we finally arrive at Yoko's shop. It's closed. She's probably in her apartment. Let's go there. Wouldn't that bother her? Probably. We take some tiny stairs located to the right of the building. They take us to the back entrance. These apartments are feeling fancy. Yoko definitely can't complain about her quality of life. We take an elevator to the upper side and knock on the door. Hey, what are you two doing here? That's a funny way to say hello. Hi, Yoko. I was surprised, as all. Come in. We walk into her apartment and sit down next to a small coffee table in the living room. So, why do you come here? What do you think? I ain't sick, if that's what you think. I just closed the store because I didn't feel like working today. How professional. Anyway, how professional, says the one that is like, yeah, no, nothing happened here, don't worry, I'm gonna fuck off. I told you I would come early. I didn't come here for that. Why didn't you tell me that good friend of yours was Cell? Did you think that was a good idea? Of course not. So, Mara, how are things going with the dumbass? Well, good. I have a lot more fun than in the warehouse. What do you mean, of course not? Fine, sorry about that. Hey Mara, why don't you get us something to drink? Maybe some coffee, tea, whatever. Alright. Mara leaves my side and heads to Yuko's kitchen. She goes through every single cabinet and checks every household appliance she finds. I think drinks will take a little bit...
Welcome to All Things Scottish.
Hey,
our slogan is, if it's no Scottish, it's crap!
Yes, let's drink some crappy wine and actually, hopefully, get somewhere with Synergia. Cheers to you. I hope you're having a good night. My first actual viewer tonight. Nah. I got one beforehand that was just constantly on about, like literally came back a second time just to constantly pester me about when are you playing Grim Dawn, and like he's saying it in a funny way, so it's a joke for him, but it's also really annoying that I'm not playing that game right now. I'm sorry. I don't plan on doing so either. But yeah, well. I did finish a run of Potato beforehand, so I'm happy enough about that. Now we finished Danger 5 on 3 characters. Certainly feels like something. And, well... I was busy today. Well, I kept myself busy. So busy that I actually haven't eaten anything. Like, I had one cappuccino beforehand while I was out. And that's it. Like, I had to do some work stuff. I had to clean my room before I have to... It's always such a bother that I'm just literally loading everything out of my room so that I can get everywhere to clean it, and I'm getting all of the stuff back in there again, because otherwise it's such a hassle. Like, I have so many things on my floor lying around that I can't actually get the vacuum cleaner in there. Yeah, that is also a pretty good plan. Well, I was at least outside by the lake again, because I also had to bring some books to the bookshelf. I did pick up, for absolutely no particular reason, I did pick up The Last Olympian, the Rick Riordan book. And it's book 5 of the series, of the, you know, the one with Alexandria Daddario? Yes, names. I'm so good with actors' names. Yeah, I don't know any of the other people's names. No, Pierce Brosnan is in it. Yeah, so like there was the Lightning Thief movie, right? Years ago. Those relatively shit movies. Yeah, that is basically something that I noticed. Whenever I see Pierce Brosnan in a movie, I know it's a shit movie. Literally, when I see Pierce Brosnan, I know it's a shit movie. It's the opposite of Stanley Tucci. I'm pretty sure he's called that. Like, Stanley Tucci is, every movie with him, you know it is a better movie for him being in it. And then there is Pierce Brosnan, where it's just like, oh, if he's in it, then it's probably gonna be a shit movie. I don't know why. Like, it's not even him. With Stanley Tucci, it's like, oh yeah, because of him. With Pierce Brosnan, it's just, I don't know what the fuck, why, but just every time he's in a movie, it's a piece of shit. Yeah, the Percy Jackson ones. So, like, this is the 5th book, so the last book in the series. I actually wasn't aware that it was finished. And I have none of the other books. So I literally took it only because I saw it at the bookshelf, because I was bringing some Uta Danella books from the Donna Leon series down there for my mother. See, that is why I was down by the lake today. That is also why I more frequently go there, because it's like a little bit of, you know, shopping stuff for free. Like I literally love it going down there for that bookshelf where you can just, you know, trade stuff. That is just I don't know, that added so much that I'm going down there to the lake. And yeah, I was bringing some of those books, and then I saw this in English, and I was like, it's free and it's in English, so I kind of have to, like, you know, I could probably get it somewhere else, but the same with what was that other piece of shit movie called? With Dame Judi Dench. I'm knowing so many names. Good God, wow. It was. It was a movie about some genius, evil, good guy protagonist. Like some Grey Hood protagonist with like fairy stuff in it. I think Colin Farrell played the father or something like that. Yeah, a free book because it's in English. I mean, yeah, like it will be good for expanding the book. It 100% is not. It just is not. Everything, every time that I'm learning a new word, I'm forgetting it at the same time. It has to be repeated and repeated and repeated over and over to me, and I have to actually use it myself. Otherwise, they're just not sticking. So never. This game, Synergia, actually did quote 1984 with one of its better quotes. Maybe it is not love that we are looking for so much as being understood. Which I find a really good quote. Or looking for understanding. I forget every new word I see as well. Yes. In a sentence. Yeah, I mean, it like that is a good tip. I have a list of new quotes, of new words that I'm then basically trying to learn as I learned English, you know, just a vocab list. But yeah, I try to then have the words in context to actually explain the meaning a little bit. But yeah, it's not working. It's 100% not working. If I'm not using it organically, I'm just I mean, because like the sad thing obviously also is you're sounding like a 5-year-old when you're talking with that range that I'm talking at, but like all of the other words are just meaning the same thing. So it's just alternate meanings to what I'm trying to express. And so I would, like, the brain obviously always takes the easiest route. So, yeah, I sound like a 5-year-old, but it is the easiest route to take through that language jungle of, like, yeah, there is 5 different definitions or 5 different words for describing one thing, and there's the nuances, right? There's the nuances between those words that, oh, I want to... That is why I'm always saying, if I could express myself in English like I could in, or like I can in German. It really is it's just that range of meaning attached to the words. I'm saying the same things as I am in English, but the nuances in between to express your feelings, the feelings attached to what you want to express, that then come with a broader vocabulary. Yeah, like I said, as long as you don't ask me of anything else. It's also like my brain doesn't work like that. I know that other people's brains have a much easier time coming up with like, oh, there's like different words for one thing, and then they actually have like, oh, just listing different words for that thing. And like I said, mine is just easiest route, go. So it is because I'm actually actively having to talk, or then, you know, forcing myself to talk and think about it and like read in it, that there is somewhat of a extensive vocabulary that I can like that just from me being confronted with a lot of different words more often. And if I was actually actively trying to seek out more stuff in English, it would probably be a little bit better, but it would still not like that. You kind of have to live in the language to then really expand your vocabulary if you're not specifically learning for it. And like I said, the usage that you get out of specifically learning, it's just such minimalistic steps forwards that it feels really frustrating to find the motivation of actually putting in the time, because it's so much time investment for one and each word new than to have available for very obscure reasons, and then you're forgetting them at like almost the same time. So yeah, kind of right. I mean, ye olde English. I would love to talk like back when I was still at my old place, when I was sitting down by the river and reading Dracula, the Bram Stoker one, for the first time. I also picked it up in English, and Mary Shelley. And like that range, like especially in Bram Stoker. I recently also what did I pick up? The Fall of House Usher, The Red Mask, The Raven. I can't get the name out. Now I had like so many English actor names. So now I'm forgetting. There's only a certain amount of names that I can remember at any given time. It's of no use. But yeah, the way that they are using the English language is fascinating. I wish I could actually like sometimes somewhat express myself like that. I mean, they are also like obviously then hailed as the, you know, as an avant-garde to the shore. And as authors, obviously, like, it's not something to mimic it, like even to any greater degree. Not even mimicking perfectly, but it's just like just a part of it. Just I would not even think about using the English language like that, because I've never learned it. I do understand it to some degree, but it is so fascinating, and like that old English sounds, quite frankly, like I do enjoy the English language for what it is, but that way of using it, it just has something. There's just a ring to it. I don't know. Actually, speaking of mega interesting, how I would cope with my accent. I would probably just not understand you. Yeah, exactly. I would probably just be like, yeah, yeah, sure, no, perfect. What are we doing? Okay, so Mara leaves we only have 2 days until the Synergia incident. I'm hating Seela more and more, as more the more that we are getting into it. But I do enjoy the other characters more. Like, ever since we got a little bit more color on Yoko, I'm actually liking her more. I like Kyle and Mala, which is basically like... Yeah, so Yoko is supposed to be the funny sidekick. They are developing those characters too little in favor of the Mara and Seela relationship, where I'm like, both of them are the least interesting characters. Both of them I care as little as possible about. Seela I'm actively annoyed with. The naive character Mara I actually don't even mind as much as her. So that's fascinating. Mara leaves my side and heads to Yoko's kitchen. She goes through every single cabinet and checks every household appliance she finds. I think drinks will take a little bit too long. How come she is so compliant with you? She rarely listens to me. Fear is a powerful weapon, but that doesn't matter now. You two are really cute, by the way, just like the two little lovebirds. What? Wait, don't change the subject. We were talking about Cell. So close-knit. So close-knit. So close-knit. But don't worry, your secret is safe with me. Secret? What are you talking about? You know, relationships with androids are outlawed. But Mara's special. I get why you like her so much. I ain't gonna call the police on you, don't worry. That's enough, though, to be honest, I found it very easy to start treating her like a human. That's because deep down you always wanted to trust her. All you needed was a reason to look at her differently. You wanted to believe she was the right one, and once you found out about Project Mara, it gave you enough reason to do so. Thank you, Yoko. See, that is why I think she's actually an interesting character, if they develop her further. Where's the lie though? She is so different. Sure she is, but if you ever had any doubts about her, you wouldn't have believed everything so quickly. You always liked androids. You always will. Anyways, I didn't come here so you could give me relationship advice. Didn't you? I ain't gonna apologize about what happened, Marcel. Since both of you are here, I assume things went well. Yoko, I know that you know him. Who is he? Please, try being honest for once. You're wrong. Ain't heard about him in a really long time. Ah. You have done a great job with her. It's a lot more important than you think, you know? Taking care of the first android with real feelings. And everything would have been so much easier if you told me that from the very beginning. I think she looks pretty happy. Don't think about it too much. Hey, Yoko, do you ever feel guilty about things you have done? Just when I know I've done something wrong. Now that you are to a thing, why don't you take her out for a drink at any of the clubs? Of my clubs, or what? There's a small one I used to frequent a while ago. It's usually pretty empty in the afternoon, and also really charming. Take her there, she's gonna like it. I will send you the address on HoloNet. Mara comes back, she's clumsily carrying a tray with 3 cups. Thankfully they'll arrive in one piece. Sila, I don't know what you wanted, so I made some tea for us. Tea is fine. Coffee leaves a nasty aftertaste. Yoko is still giving me a suggestive look. She acts like she doesn't care, but she actually loves to gossip about everyone's life. She must be enjoying this. Is it still too hot? Be careful. No, it's fine. Yoko's smirk grows even wider. The grin is going to split her face in 2 at this rate. So, Mara, what do you do while Sila's away? Well, I take care of my garden. A garden? She's talking about a plant she's keeping at home. I don't think you can call it a garden. I listen to Sila's music, watch TV, play with the computer, go out for... Oh, she's watching porn. Go out for a walk, pet our neighbor's plastic sheep, go to the store. Okay, I see you have fun. There's just too much to do in this city. How could I get bored? Oh, there's too much to do in this city. How could I get bored? Besides, I got my own keys and Sila's permission, so I can go whenever I want. You gave her a house key. You sure about this? Yes. Unlike you, I couldn't keep her inside all day, trapped like an animal. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't really take care of you. But what can you do? It doesn't matter anymore, since I won't have to live with you ever again. Huh. Hey, no need to hold grudges. I'm just not good at taking care of others. I second that. Still, be careful if you go around the borders. Things are getting weird with White Cat. I think it's because of the war. I thought there was no more White Cat. I know what you're talking about. We don't really go over there. But I don't get all the sudden android hate. The war started over a year ago. Yeah, I thought we just said that, oh no, it can't be White Cat, they have been like eradicated for the most part. Well, I heard the Empire had to retreat from conquering the desert because this huge army of thousands of robots attacked them. And of course, that led to some distrust from more conservative people who just happen to live near the border. It seems like a few idiots are trying to imitate White Cat, but they are just being some petty thugs. So that's what happened. For me and Yoko it's not an issue, but Mara's not exactly good at defending herself. Even though there are almost no differences between her and a human, I should still be careful with her. I thought we had gotten past that. We have been living with androids for over 20 years. Oh, for over 20 years? And now there's a war starting? And you don't get what the android hate is about? There's like the suicide, murder, terrorist androids developing singularity. Oh no, why would people hate androids? I'm gonna fuck them all. Can you... I'm right about hating Sila, right? You can't be that dumb and still expect me to like her. Like, you can't write her that stupid and then be like, oh yeah, it's all justified because she has a personality. Yeah. And her personality is 50% fueled by stupidity. Fueled by stupidity. And the rest is just a Yuri love with androids. Like... It's like asking me to like a character because they are really smart, but 50% of the time they are talking about midget porn. Like, obviously I'm gonna think the character is weird. I know, I thought the same. Just try to be careful. Mara absent-mindedly listens to our conversation. Like she couldn't care less about it. Is there anything she actually worries about? Since it doesn't seem to bother her, I won't try to induce her fear. So I suppose I'll try to downplay this. Still, there isn't a single thug who can scare me. I've never been scared of you. And now that I think about it, even if you refuse to tell me anything, you still owe me an apology for lying to me again. I am sorry. Enough. Cell is such an interesting guy, don't you think? I'm not sure if interesting is the right word to describe him. It couldn't have been so bad. They attacked us. You're exaggerating. Don't worry, Mara. I know Sela and how jumpy she can get. Cell tends to invade other people's personal spaces, and I guess that doesn't help either. Maybe if you told me who I would see from the very beginning, nothing would have happened. Yeah, you just wouldn't have went. If I did, you wouldn't have gone, and Mara would still have a broken ear. Yeah, sure, like you care about Mara. I think they treated us well. They were nice. See, Sela, you need to trust people. Of course I'm the problem. I hope I never have to go there again. Mara's thrown herself on the couch. She looks tired. Still, he ain't just a hacker. Cell is some kind of overlord beyond the LOC. Every time I go there, I hear more and more things about him. We already talked about this. We are going to get into a lot of trouble if you keep working with these people. Imperial authorities are keeping an eye on everyone, and they don't hesitate to charge anyone who might cooperate with the rebels for treason. Oh, well, at least I could fix Mara. Okay, but I ain't no rebel, so if you ever need my help again, I'm gonna be there. I really hope not. Can you tell me how you met him again? I told you, he contacted me first, asked for a favor, I asked for one in return. We had a couple of gigs together, but that's it. I turned to look at Mara once again. She's dozing off. She's growing extremely bored of this. I should take her back home. I'm heading back home, Yoko. Try not to get into too much trouble for now, and get away from that guy. Hey, I ain't gotten you into any trouble, I helped you. Try to use more conventional ways to help then. Mara is anything but conventional. You gotta get used to resorting to some super strange ways to keep her safe. If you say so. See you soon. I wrap my arm around Mara's shoulder and carefully guide her away from my apartment to the elevator. Oh, I thought we would actually go to the bar. She is still drowsy and takes small, slow steps. I call a taxi. I don't think she can walk. She would like to walk around the train station. It's cold, so I give her my coat. She can't help but fall asleep again. And once we arrive home, I take her in my arms and lay her down on the futon. I change my clothes and lie down next to her. It's still early, but I have work tomorrow, so I don't mind sleeping a bit earlier. Yeah, because you are taking your work so serious. One day before the Synergia incident, so we are pretty close. Thus, it may be known that the leader of armies and arbiter of the people's fate, the man on whom it depends whether the nation shall be in peace or in peril. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Yeah, see, The Art of War would also be one of those, you have to read it, but I don't know. I don't know if I actually care. Once they arrive to pick me up, I say goodbye to Mara and leave. But something is different. When I get inside the van, I notice Darla isn't there. Hey, where's Darla? They need her help in another division, so they took her to the laboratories. Shit. I guess I was being too nice to. She was being too nice to me, and Welter noticed it. I just hope she's alright. Why did you take her there without asking me first? Didn't you think of asking what I thought about it? No? Why would... What? You're the squad leader, but both Marla and I are part of Welter Labs, remember that? Yeah! Thank you, Kyle. Ugh, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, Seela. You're fucking stupid. I'm way too tired for this crap. You just slept early, you fucking dumb shit. I can't stand how bland this work gets, but I refuse to let them investigate. If you did your job, it wouldn't be so bland. But I refuse to let them investigate or persecute me in any way. Okay. Like, as if your refusal would have any impact. So, what's today's case? A guard android. The police in the area haven't been able to deactivate it. The house owners passed away. They need to clean up the place. Good. That seems easy enough. I spent the rest of the trip thinking of the reasons for Welter to come after me. Could it have something to do with Cell or Mara? Or maybe Yoko? It's not like there are too many options. Isn't that like many? We crossed the district border, getting right into the refuge area. Why are you getting your gun ready? What are we doing here? We're not in charge of this place. All the teams in the area were busy, so they automatically assigned us to this job. Automatically? That definitely sounds like the work of that hacker again. I have to stay alert. Oh, so that's why she's... okay. We finally reach our destination. It's an old neighborhood in the east side. All the immigrations from the eastern areas live here. I mean, it still would have made more sense if she then, appropriately took it later on. Since when are the androids legal in this district? People here shouldn't even be able to afford them. I know it's strange. I will cover for you from the building across the street. Kyle takes his sniper rifle and leaves. I get into the building. The stairs are very narrow, and I can barely fit in it. Still, how fat are you? Still, I can't help but feel like this place. I can't help but like this place. It reminds me of something, though I'm not sure of what. I find the android just after crossing the door. Welcome, Seela. I suppose I don't have too much time until your body positions himself. A samurai. A goddamn samurai. I suppose you already know who I am. The android was created to serve this family, but your friend lent it to me. I needed it more than ever. Look, I don't know what you want from me, but I'm not coming with you, and I sure as hell won't give you Mara. Why are you talking about Mara? Yeah, I don't know either. I did change nothing. I think. Right, or am I more quiet? But I don't think... No, it's fine. I know, but they have different plans for you. Tonight is the night. Make sure Mara is ready. Don't let them catch you off guard. What are you talking about? I should just deactivate you right now. I keep walking towards her. You know, that last time at the factory kinda left me wanting more. I'm growing really tired of your crap. Sela, I'm almost there. Is everything alright? Everything is going fine, don't worry. In that case, I will have to stop you. I really don't want to hurt you, but I need this body. I'm very close to the android. He already unsheathed his sword and is on guard, ready to defend himself. He is the one who makes the first move, striking vertically. Too bad for him, I've been trained to dodge edged weapons. How do you train to dodge weapons? I guess if... would you be trained to dodge guns? I effortlessly avoid his attack. I can feel my protocells working. Tonight, I need this body to protect you. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't need anyone to protect me. His sword clashes against my metal arm without leaving a trace. The blade is completely dull. He's holding back. All of this is happening because you refuse to come with me. Me trusting a rebel hacker in your dreams. He has changed his approach. Now instead of making me waste my time, he's trying to run away. The android... Oh, the god. Achievement unlocked. The god. Okay. The android walks to one of the windows, but I managed to grab him by the neck. He's very heavy. Definitely a combat model. I can barely stop him, but I succeed in making him turn around. I thought I went with letting her get away. I thought that is the option I took. I'm pretty sure I clicked the right option. He throws me to the floor, but I roll over and stand up on my feet once again. My hand moves to my holster, but I don't pull my gun. I let him go. Okay. Thank you. I'll do whatever I can to help you both. I drop to the floor and catch my breath. This is getting even more strange and worse, more dangerous. The target ran away. I could not arrive in time. Sela, are you okay? What happened? I am fine. The android turned hostile. Yeah, can you feel the girl inside you? Is she at least giving you girl power? I hate when a girl is inside of me. It always feels wrong. Okay. I'm coming. Wait for me. Inside. I sit and wait for Kyle. Maybe letting him go wasn't exactly the best decision I could make, but there's no turning back now. Now I know why this place looked so familiar. It was Yoko's old house. It's been years since the last time I was here. It's too much of a coincidence. I know Yoko is behind this and everything that has happened so far. Sela, I have already informed the headquarters. They are sending a tech team and some backup. Are you okay? You're bleeding. Yes, it's nothing. I probably cut myself when I was struggling with the android. I'm going to call an EMT. I stay here for a few hours, thinking of what I saw of the android's body. It was a model from a few years ago, a high-end one, top of the line when it came. I mean, that is why he needs my blood, my witch blood, right? So there is something about my blood that is special to the android's blood. So since Mara is using blood in her, using my witch blood would then probably make humans androids and like transfer. So basically her brain is just either two way. Ooh, we could go with the Evangelion ending. So I can then transfer my brain into her as well, and then so we are basically together in one brain. So like perfect understanding, right? So basically it's like the all soup from Evangelion. Spoilers. Or it could be that my blood is needed to actually make Mara a fully fleshed human. Because my blood would then actually pump through her brain, and her brain would then only accept which blood. So that my personality is being transferred to her shell. She is telling me to paint my nails right now. Do you have a pretty color to paint them? Oh, that's so cute. Pink really fits you. Yes. His armor is so strong that not even Kyle's rifle could have damaged it properly. He could have easily crushed me if he wanted, but he didn't. Before I can leave the place, I see Darla walking into the building. Ah, hello, Sila. Darla, it surprised me to not see you today. I had to help out with something at the labs, but I'm back now. Did you miss me? Yeah, surprisingly. I'm glad to know they didn't kick you out. Both Kyle and I will eventually leave. Please remember that. I know. Whenever that happens, maybe we could hang out. Just the two of us. Only if you want, of course. Yeah, why not? Please rest. I can tell that you have been really busy today. Kyle can fill me in. Take care. They are finally letting me go back home. Once again, my exit is interrupted by someone I know walking into the building. Yoko. Oh, what a surprise. It's my old house. I came as soon as I heard something was going on here. A combat android went crazy. Was it yours? Of course not. I walk up to Yoko and grab her by the jacket. I try to lift her off the ground, but I give up as soon as I remember she's a cyborg and weighs several hundred pounds. Yoko, I've had enough of your bullshit. Tell me what is going on right now. Sila. I let go of her jacket, but I stay close to her. I would tell you if I knew anything, I swear. You're my best friend. I would never put you in danger. It doesn't matter who asked me to. I think you have put me in danger more times than I can count. But let's say you are telling me the truth, then what's going on here? I know that android was yours. You can't convince me that it appeared in the house by sheer coincidence. Fine, the android was mine. He was trying to protect my parents. I was the one who put him in charge a few years back. I was afraid of something happened to them. But my parents died some time ago. And you just left the android there, alone. Yeah, I completely forgot about him. Shit, Sila, just trust me for once. It wouldn't be so hard to trust you if you hadn't lied to me each time I asked you what was happening. You can trust me now, I'm telling the truth. Fine, so what are you going to do now? There are no traces of me there, right? I just came here to see what's happening. There's nothing to worry about. Get on my bike. I can give you a ride home. Oh yeah. That's probably a really good idea if you think like Welta is spying on you, to then openly show that you know Yoko and just drive off with her. But okay, if they are spying on her, they probably would know about Yoko by now, right? I hear Mara screaming for help when I get inside. I run to see what's happening. She's still lying on the bed. Mara? You're fine. Sila, thank goodness you came back early. I woke up and realized I couldn't move at all. I can't take this coat off me. I put my coat over here yesterday, and its security system activated since then. The electromagnetic mesh is... Sela, you're fucking stupid! The electromagnetic mesh is interfering with Mara's body. I can't help but laugh. I got worried about nothing. What are you laughing at? Get me out of here. I wipe a few tears from the corner of my eye and bend down next to her. I actually can't. You need to relax so the fabric unblocks itself. I just wait until it runs out of battery. It's specially made to block android attacks. How can I relax when I'm trapped here? And stop laughing. Sorry. I sit next to Mara and pull her towards me. I stroke her head, hoping that helps her calm down. Mara stays completely silent, and after a few minutes the code unblocks itself. Though I keep caressing her for a bit longer. To be honest, I feel really calm right now as well. This feels almost liberating. I had a tough day. Things are getting ugly. I don't know. We might have to leave this place. Mara only hums in response, to let me know she is listening to me. She is so relaxed, she can't even speak. If I keep doing this, she will pass out again. Aren't you scared? We could find a new place to live, start everything over. I thought you basically have a really low-paying job. Mara sits up all of a sudden and gazes at me. She kisses me on the lips, while my eyes are still wide open. I stand up in complete disbelief. My chest is full of mixed feelings, but none feels bigger than fear. What the hell are you doing? You can't do that. Why not? I wanna fuck you. It's illegal. Do you have any idea of what trouble it could get us into? I will not let this happen again, so don't you dare. Mara stands on her tiptoes and kisses me again. I thought she was still in the jacket though. I love you, Sela. I've loved you ever since I entered your house. Actually, I knew I loved you even before I met you. I try to say something, but not a good. We are nearing the end. But not a single word can leave my mouth. I just feel like crying. I can't hold it anymore. I start drowning in my own tears and sobs. Mara pulls my hand to make me sit next to her again. I wipe my tears and carefully take. I mean, it really gets me to cry as well when I can't have sex with the one that I want to. I do agree. That is always a very harsh reality to deal with. I feel you, Sela. But it's a fucking android and nobody would know about it at your own home. What kind of stupid law is that? Yeah, apparently sex with androids is illegal. There's no reason for it. It's not like you could actually... Nothing makes sense about that. We are living in really confusing times. But I agree. I'm always also crying very hard when I'm denied sex. So Mara pulls my hand to make me sit down next to her again. I wipe my eyes and carefully take my coat off before bending down to her height. She's still waiting for a reply. No one can know about this, right? Okay. Now what? You know what I mean. I just want you to say it. Nobody can know we're together. Does it mean you love me too, even if I'm an android? I nod, my tears threatening to fall again. What do you mean you knew even before we met? Remember your dream? The recurring one? I know what it means. What does it have to do with anything? You're chasing someone in the train. Then you aim your gun and ask them to stop. Yes? Who are you chasing? I don't know. I've never seen their face. I know you can remember. Just try to. There are two people. No, wait. A human and an android, both members of your old squad. Oh, a human and an android, both members of your old squad. One of them betrayed you. How do you know that? You shot them. You were completely terrified. It hurt to see what was happening. In the end, both of them died. Welter Labs decided to hide it and baptized you against your will to prove your innocence. It's true, all of it. I buried it deep inside my mind. I just didn't want to remember it. But what happened? How could Mara know? They hacked that android. It seduced you, and you fell in love with it. How do you know all this? Very few people know. I read it some time ago in the Welter Labs record. They created me, remember? Did you know who created you all along? Uh-huh. I can't understand a thing. Sila, I'm sorry I lied to you, but it wasn't really my choice. You'll also have to forgive Yoko. She was working with us from the very beginning. Us? What do you mean? Does anyone ever tell me the truth? I understand that you feel frustrated, but you aren't yourself. You've always been a reluctant heroine, but a heroine after all. Please take this. Mara puts her palm in front of me. There's a red pill in her hand. You have been under the suggestion of the Empire for many years. I know there was something wrong with you when I saw you having those nightmares. Please take it. How do you know? How do I know you're telling me the truth, that this isn't some kind of sleeping pill, or even poison? Don't give me that. I know you trust me, and that's what led you to make this decision. You told me earlier about moving somewhere else, didn't you? What if I told you that I planned the same thing for a long time? You know what? If it actually is poison, I think that would be a good plan. I take the pill and put it in my mouth. I swallow. Like, Sila is definitely too stupid, right? So... Thank you. It will take a few hours to work. That pill is designed to remove the protopalm from your blood. Soon the doubts, the anxiety, and everything that anguished you will disappear. Well, maybe not everything, but you'll be yourself again. Okay, I've put my trust in you. I only hope that you're not actually like Yoko. Or the other android? Now tell me the truth. I won't lie to you again, especially now you have taken the pill. You see, this was all Cell's plan. Cell, so you know each other. We are brothers. Well, technically we're the same person. Oh boy, I hate being in lesbian, like, Yuri porn scenarios, and then she turns out to be a guy. And inside me. No, outside of me. Yeah, I hate it when guys are outside of me. We are brothers. Well, technically we're the same person, but not really. Wait, same person? Yes, I can't tell you much, because I myself have been apart from him since I left the capsule. If anyone can answer all your questions, that's Cell. But I can tell you what I know. Go ahead. Welter's been secretly researching and developing new androids for years. Both Cell and I are a result of that research. I didn't know about this until not so long ago. Androids with singularity. Why? I thought the disaster a few years ago taught us valuable lessons about why they are dangerous. Well, I guess it's too juicy of an opportunity for Welter to miss. Let's just say that one way or another, I ended up developing my own way of thinking about Welter noticing. I also managed to influence all the androids who were with me to help find you. But how they did it's something I don't know. This is so confusing. You see, Welter created a new system to control androids with singularity. It's a series of machines that modify our memories, our minds. All I know is that if they transform the data into images, which are then implanted into the biobrains of all androids connected to them. I simply introduced my feelings for you into one of them, and the next thing I remember is waking up in Yoko's warehouse. But how did you know about me? How could you fall in love with me without even knowing me, meeting me? I felt alone, locked up in Welter's facilities. When I got access to the net, the very first thing I did was look for someone to be with. You were booked for a crime as simple as loving an android, so I couldn't help but be curious and look into you. I guess it was love at first sight. Because after that, I couldn't stop thinking about you. It sounds a little silly, I know. How romantic, she's a stalker. I understand. Well, I don't really understand that at all, but I guess it's something. And why did you hide all this from me? You already knew I didn't hate androids, so why lie to me? Well, when I woke up from my lethargy in the transport capsule, Sal had already prepared an intricate plan to get you out of the district. So from the beginning, this has been a rescue plan to escape the Empire. The impossible love that has to escape. It almost sounds like a movie. I know. Sal gives me this pill when I went to get my spare. Sal gave me this pill when I went to get my spare eardrum. Actually, everything was his plan from the beginning. The fact that my ear was damaged was no more than a convenient accident. He would have found another way to take us to the docks, and I would have helped him. He offered for me to leave with him. What was his plan? It didn't sound very effective. No, whether or not his plan has worked is something I don't know. But I do know what he's doing, what he's going to do now that you refuse to go with him. Well, if he told me all of this, maybe I wouldn't have refused outright. That's exactly what I told him. But that's why I'm telling you. And that's why I'm telling you. Now that he knows you're not going to be with him for good, he's probably got a plan B to get you out of here. We probably don't have much time left before Welter breaks into this apartment to arrest us. Okay. So I'm guessing you know that they're spying on us. You should have said all of this before. In that case, it will be best for us to look for a safer place to stay. You are so determined now. The pill must be starting to take effect. I'm sorry if I didn't want to wait to be captured for trying to escape from the Empire. I don't really feel like being declared a traitor. I'd agree with you, but we'd better stay here for now. I know Sal's working on something, and if we move, we might make it more difficult. After all, it's impossible to move around this district without Welter knowing where you are. Without Sal's help, we'd be caught in a second. I can contact Yoko. If there's anyone who can get us out of here without being seen, it's her. Remember, Yoko is already working with Sal. If you ask for her help, she'll probably just tell you to wait here. I can't just sit around like this, knowing they're coming for me. Well, we could enjoy at the moment a bit. You seem very calm considering all that's happening. Actually, I feel protected when I'm simply with you. That's why I'm listening to everything Sal asks of me. I really want to escape from this place with you. And what are we supposed to do once we get out? We'll need a new home, a job. I'm sure for someone with your talents, they'll be easy to find. We could go to one of the many rebel cities. I don't know if that's exactly what I'm looking for. We'll have time to think about it at least. So I'm guessing it's a lie that Cell is like big at like the other continent. I mean, so Yoko said they are working together with someone from the other continent to even get Mara out of this to you know for attacking that van from Welter Labs. So I'm guessing that's a lie, because I mean it was Cell, right? So maybe Cell has other context to it, but like Cell himself can't really... I still don't understand what Cell is. So he's not a model android like Mara. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think of that. Wait, do you and Salt work with the rebels? I mean, it had to happen. Well, I don't work with anyone, but I think Cell's been collaborating with the rebels since he started planning everything. I don't know if that's a good idea. Why would the rebels help the Imperial? I don't know. I think it's more interesting in the... they are more interested in the secrets that new androids like Cell and I hide. So he is a new model. After all, we are being treated... we are a big threat to their plans. I think Yoko mentioned something about that. Your brains are impossible to hack. That's right. But as I have said before, it's not my main intention to work with them. I simply want to escape from here with you. So wouldn't they be even worse to you because, like, you know? How noble. How did I get into all of this? Great changes are coming to the Empire, and I feel at the center of it. Hey, it's me who is at the center of everything. That impression I had of you is changing pretty fast. And do you like what you see? I still have to decide that. Maybe you're too punk for me, but I guess I don't have anything better. Hey! It's a joke, it's a joke. So you manipulated all of your friends to come and rescue me instead of just helping them escape. You endangered the integrity and safety of an entire generation of sentient androids just to be with me. How selfish. I guess so. I had no choice if I wanted to be with you. It seems that after all... it seems that after all, you're not the little angel you pretended to be. I've never pretended to be anything. If you thought I was an angel, it's because you got the idea yourself. But you lied to me. I suppose it must be your eyes. As time goes by, I notice how my brain feels clearer. The fog that prevented me from concentrating disappears little by little. What exactly are... I still don't know what the portal farm actually is. I feel more alive and active, somewhat restless even. I see a shadow on the window, the landscape slightly distorted with the raindrops. I know it's an illusion. Someone is watching us using thermo-optic camouflage. They're here. Who? Welter. I don't know what they're waiting for, but they've surrounded the apartment. Wow, I was hoping it would take longer. I guess we can only wait now. No matter how many there are, I doubt I'll have trouble getting rid of them. I just need to take my weapon and... No, it's not important that you don't resist. Oh, it's important that you don't resist. Who knows what they might try if we kill one of their own. Things could get much uglier. Right now, they take us for harmless subjects, and we should use it to our advantage. But if they are spying on you, then you are like absolutely 100% not harmless subjects and they absolutely know about it. Okay. Well, if we have to wait, why don't you tell me about your childhood? I guess all of those times when you told me you had bad memory, you were lying. I remember it quite well. At that time, I never thought my life was bad. In fact, I was happy. After all, I had nothing else to compare it to. You were raised in laboratories, weren't you? Yes. But they weren't the conventional type. It was just a facility where all the androids of my generation lived. It was more like a school. Only we were very obedient and never made a mess. Yoko talked about simulations. I suppose you could call it that, but they weren't really anything like real life. In that school, what did they teach you? The androids were divided into groups and each one learned different things. I can't tell you what the others were doing, but my classes were in botany. That's weird. We used special black seeds and planted them into sand. They had to be watered with concrete liquid mixture, and then they'd grow without requiring water. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, it doesn't. Does it? Yes, training androids so that the plant environment is hostile as sand. I doubt it's a coincidence. They were training you to reforest the desert. Wow, that sounds like a very noble job. It would be much better than being a soldier. I imagined that Welter's intention. That's Welter's intention. You see, since humanity came to this planet and established the colonies, we are on a different planet? Well, what? Was that ever established? Did I forget about that? We are on a different planet? They have had the intention of terraforming it. The atmospheric generators produce real rain. They were installed shortly after arrival, but the project to repopulate the soil was a complete failure. There's nothing that can grow in the strange chemical composition of the deserts here. That's why we live in the walled cities. Aha. I thought it was strange that you were able to grow something in the pot of yours. So Welter plans to reforest the planet. Sounds like a pretty ethical purpose. No, Welter couldn't care less about the planet. But they launch a new generation of androids capable of fulfilling one of humanity's wishes for hundreds of years. It's impossible that people would refuse. Interesting. But I still find it to be a great effort to improve their reputation. After all, my generation has been in development for years. Edward? I must be missing something. Well, I've told you a lot about myself, practically everything, and I haven't lived as long as you have. That job of yours, I'm sure you have many interesting anecdotes from it. Why don't you tell me some of them? Sure, it's refreshing to be able to talk to someone about this. In fact, I think you have already asked me about my work before, right? Yes, but you didn't want to talk about it. It was partly due to the effect of protofarm. They had turned you into a passive person who hated work because it's designed to eliminate any kind of aggressive feelings, at the cost of wiping out your personality. My doctor said there were a new type of supplement for prosthesis. That's normal. I trust my doctor too. It's not that you shouldn't, but someone like her would just take it and go like, yeah, I'm passive now. No, she would go like, I'm not taking that. You're manipulating me. I'm not trusting. But in the city, almost everything is corrupt. Speaking of your prosthesis, why don't you tell me about it too? There's not much to say about my arm. It looks like a civilian model to the naked eye, but it's actually an old military model. Don't be fooled by the word old. It's very reliable and one of the best I've ever had. Its weight equals that to my right arm to avoid any kind of back problems, but at the same time it uses a wrist protection system that gives me the same strength as a combat android. The structure and composition is like one of human bone though. In spite of being very resistant, its interior is hollow. Wow, now I feel even safer. That sounds like a very stupid way to... well, I mean, whatever. It's a good weapon. It helped me win every hand-to-hand encounter I've ever had. So you have never been in hand-to-hand combat with a combat model, because they would have 2 of those hands and you would have no chance, right? You were part of a unit that was dedicated to neutralizing androids without destroying them, weren't you? Not exactly. Many years ago, I was part of Ghost Team of the Empire's Special Operations Corps. It's true that we specialized in the use of non-lethal forms of force, but sometimes there's nothing left to be neutralize your opponent. My god, they're hammering in everything in this conversation. We have like 7 hours of nothing happening and now they're... I understand, but at least you tried. It sounds better than it is. The Empire never had contemplation for the life of androids. Mara's frowning. Don't look at me with that face. It must be a sentient android, but the generations that came before you have been nothing machines with consciousness. The only reason we tried to destroy androids was because they were very expensive and difficult to make, so their owners wanted them back to the best possible condition. That, of course, has changed over the years and now the androids are mass-produced like the other androids. The Ghost Team lost one of its main functions. One? What other functions did the team have? Cyborgs have been around much longer than androids. Our team also neutralized cyborgs and least brought cyborgs are also blah blah blah. Was it dangerous? Very dangerous. Some didn't carry hidden weapons. They were also much more unpredictable than androids and more dangerous. So basically you. I thought androids were most dangerous. Aren't they able to process information faster? Only in some senses. That should have been, like discussed way in the beginning. When 2 opponents reach the limit of their capabilities, the result of the confrontation is only based on the decision making. That is to say, no, it's not. That's stupid. If you are able to predict your opponent's next move and accordingly you get defeated and easily react no matter how powerful he is. That was the basis of the most Ghost Team's training. That's a stupid reason. Fighting androids was easy and androids' unparalleled aim, strength and agility is incredibly predictable. He'll always choose the best possible option, and once you predict it, all you have to do is ambush him and take strength against him. Yeah, but if they have a best course of action, it's the one that's leaving the least openings, so it's like stupid. Over time, androids have been designed to be more unpredictable and choose options that are not optimal in an effort to appear more realistic. This made them more effective in larger scaling conflicts, but their effectiveness against specialized teams drops. Humans, however, are more unpredictable, and when they give capabilities of... Now it makes even less sense. They become an immensely greater threat. Yoko is a cyborg, right? And a dangerous one. Unlike androids, cyborgs have been more and more dangerous over time. Implants have improved. Adopted the tech user will still work. And where does this put me? Well, you're neither. When I saw your interior, I could see your blood flow and natural brain. This is your bioroid. So why does everyone call me an android? At first glance, you can't distinguish an android from a bioroid, but the latter has a part of... And now we're explaining this again. I never seen a bioroid natural brain, so you especially use as special man. Hey, thank you. That means you've got the capabilities of Android. You can't be hacked. At least not completely. Hacker will never be able to control your body. At most, he'll be able to disable you or manipulate you, just like a human would. A bioroid can be altered with chemical substances, but that's extremely expensive. Producing bioroids also costs a lot. I wonder how better... So your team is getting one of its main users back. I wonder how Welter managed to create so many without going bankrupt. I remember seeing other androids like you, locked in capsules with a strange amniotic fluid as they were fetuses in the womb. How disturbing. No big deal, it's a method they've been using before human babies, never with pyroids. In short, I'm the ultimate machine. Well, you're not, you're pretty weak. For some reason they designed you with a skinny body. I wonder if someday you'll stop insulting me. I'm just saying that you'd be a perfect machine, you would have a resistant body like a combat android. If they gave you that, you'd be something extremely dangerous, an android as unique and autonomous as a human being. Incapable of being hacked with the force of a tank. I'm afraid even about it. Now that I remember the way that Cell want my blood, I have no idea, but I know as much as you do about it. I don't have a magic method to talk to Cell. He is the one who contacted me, though Terminus phones whatever went at home. I see. I hear a nose behind the front door. What was that? Probably Welter soldiers. They decided to act. So that means Cell's going to do it. What? The next part of his plan. Sila, promise me you won't fight them, okay? Alright. And don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Oh, what's happening with your mate? I hear a big explosion. The floor trembles, the lights go out for a few seconds. I look out the window, whole city dark. I catch a glimpse of a huge column of smoke, fire, horizon, industrial zone. When I turn around, Mars lying on the floor with her eyes blank. Mara, she is still breathing. I can feel her heartbeat, but her body doesn't respond. I shake her and try to wake up, but it doesn't work. What's going on? Didn't you think a good idea to tell me about this first? I turn on the TV. They broadcast a documentary cut to make breaking news. Breaking news. A series of explosions have occurred throughout the district's industrial area, which is currently under the control of Welter Labs at the state. Security forces are already headed to the site. Oh, hey Alice. Hey Alice. The causes of the explosions are currently unknown, but it is believed that they could be related to a rebel hacker known as Cell and the defector as Sila, a former district security agent. I hear footsteps on the other side of the door. I take Mara's body in my arms. Hoplon Sec Security Department. I thought the SEC was standing for security. The door slams open, a dozen of flashlights blind me. When I manage to reopen my eyes, I can see someone familiar. Sila, that android you're holding is property of Welter Labs. Drop the android to the ground and you get on your knees with your hands behind your head. I'm paralyzed. I remember what Mara asked me to do, so I close my eyes, take a deep breath and calm down. When I open them again, Kyle is in front of me. So in the end I was right. You knew Mara was with me. Of course I knew. I was getting tired of that show we played every day. Maybe Marla enjoyed it, but not me. It was only a matter of time before this happened. Are you stupid? Of course. Seeking what is true is not seeking what is desirable. Yeah. Deep. When I kneel on the floor, I hear screams from the entrance. Welter soldiers fall one by one into the hands of the same android I'd let escape earlier. Kyle attacks the android and they both start fighting, dragging the brawl outside. I seize my chance and grab Mara again, running out of the house with her in arms. I see Yoko arrive with a motorcycle. She waves at me. Carefully I get on the bike while holding Mara. Yoko drives, weaving through the district skyscrapers for several minutes, making sure that no one follows us. Finally we arrive at Yoko's club. Ooh. Well, hello there. Why didn't you actually introduce this model beforehand? A club? Really? Wasn't there a better place? Believe me, you ain't got much better. She'll be safe here. Well, first things first, I need to make sure Mara's property properly protected. Yoko calls to someone in the back of the club. It looks like one of her henchmen. Well, henchmen, I don't know. Oh, they even drew nipples. Awesome. That is the important part. Why did my chat disconnect? Oh. What did I miss? Wait, what? Oh. Oh, sorry. My chat was disconnected from my phone. It just showed me that it reconnected and I did not even know. I just turned back after something out. Okay, sorry, I'm not talking. My mate's just been evicted and had his bicycle stolen. Ooh. That is... Yeah, not just so that you don't think I'm ignoring you. Like, for some reason, it showed me the message if I feel so bad about my mate. But then it didn't show me the messages beforehand. So... Wait, he got evicted and then he had his bike stolen. That is cracking and falling apart. So he was living down by the docks. Sounds like he is very much down on his luck. That is definitely not sounding too good of a day to have. How did he manage to get his bike stolen though? Is it like because he was evicted that he did not have a place to put it anymore? That would suck. Sila, this is Red. She will be in charge of escorting you and Mara while you're here in the club. Nice to meet you, Sila. That smile is chilling. But right now, I can't afford to be fussy with my allies. I guess I could use some help. I guess I could use some help. Exactly. Red will walk you to your room and help you move around the place. I gotta get shit done. Let's speak when I get back. Wait, aren't you going to clear up anything for me? You've been planning everything behind my back, and I think I deserve an explanation. I agree, but I really got a lot of things to do, and for both your sakes, I hope they go well. I also have things to think about. See ya. Yoko runs off with a small group of her guards behind her. Well, Sila, how about I show you your room? I take Mara and follow Red to a small room on the top floor of the club. The noise of the music stifled by thick concrete walls, and it makes me feel somewhat safe. There's medical equipment next to the bed. I place Mara in it and Red puts an oxygen mask on her before connecting her to the machine. She'll be fine here. You should come with me downstairs. Why exactly does an android not working properly need... I don't... Okay, I don't have time to finish it anymore. Because I need to be... well... I wanna watch something still. We played for 2 hours and I could still not finish it. At least we are in the end game now. At least, so tomorrow we have to do it. But I have not eaten anything. So I need to do that now before it is too late. I can't just cook in the middle of the night. Yeah, and then tomorrow we are gonna get this done. Hey, Kissy. I saw you lurking already. It's chained up outside his bedroom window and someone just stole it. Okay. Yeah, and then I want to watch what did I say about piece of shit movies? Gods of Egypt. And what did I say? Whenever it is mythology, it is absolute bullshit. So yes, I'm ready to actually watch some bullshit tonight and enjoy myself. We only got tomorrow anyways. Still left, so like I said, I'm gonna make myself something nice to eat, hopefully, and then I'm hopefully gonna be able to finish this tomorrow, start a new game, so that we have something else to actually play and continue for the next time we stream. In like April or so. I'm not quite sure. I cooked some young noodles. Turned my house into a pepper spray trainer. Well, at least you're not as bad as the two in the game. That are that are just managing to burn their noodles on the bottom of the pan. So yeah, extra extreme spicy. How about some jalapeno sauce? Nah, but I don't know why you're coming around now. I really need to stream that late. I should not introduce it every time. Every time I'm having a week to stream, I'm starting my stream so late that I'm gonna I'm getting started to get you like the first 3-4 days. Oh, you're always on so late, so then we're gonna be on late. And then at the end of the streams of the week, I'm basically trying to start early again. So that always fucks it up. But yeah, like after the movie, it's already gonna be 3 a.m. So like I'll probably not come back on. Like maybe for an hour. Like maybe at like 3 a.m. I'm gonna turn it on back on for like an hour. Maybe, right? Maybe. Gods of Egypt, the one with Gerard Butler and the Waldau Nikolaus. So the shit one. I have only heard bad things about it. So I'm very much looking forward to watching a piece of shit. Um, because they sometimes just I don't watch movies with the expectations of them actually being good, right? I just want to be entertained. Yeah, like I mean, because it is mythology, I'm still gonna be entertained. So okay, there is like I recently like 2 months ago, um, I tried to watch so like how sick and tired I am when there's like OPMCs and there's like isekai and harem being put together. There's nothing worse than isekai and harem as tags together. But so I tried to watch uh is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon or something like that? It has like 4 seasons, and like a new season came out last season, so it's like yeah, what 2 months ago, something like that. That I tried to watch it because I mean it has 4 seasons, so it must be something, right? And I like the look aesthetic a little bit. I like the backgrounds, so I was like, oh, okay. And it has mythology themes in it, at least like, oh, there's gods and they are looking for adventurers, and then they are delving into a Tower of Babel that is kind of a dungeon that actually, but they don't. And I fucking hate it. And it actually, I hated it so much that I couldn't watch anymore. Like there's something of like I basically never really got to the point. There is a lot of portrayals of mythology where I'm just going like, I don't like this. I don't. This is not. No. But then I like to hate on it, right? I like to hate on it. I say, oh, this is bullshit. This is blah blah blah. But it is still entertaining to hate on something sometimes. That show was so fucking bullshit that I actually could not enjoy hating on it anymore, because I was hating it so much that I just had to stop watching because it was getting my blood boiling. It was just bad storytelling, bad characterization. It was just absolutely horrible. And then they are dragging like the mythologies themes through the mud. And like, if it is just that, and the rest is just whatever, then it's like, oh yeah, I have fun hating on it. That's just like, oh yeah, that's so bad, that was so stupid, that was blah blah blah, what they got wrong. That one I hated so much I had to stop it. It was just all terrible. It was offensively bad to me. That it found any success to have 4 seasons is just like, it clawed at my brain to try to rip it apart. There was so many points where I was like, dude, I fucking cannot. How is this making money? It's such a piece of shit. And then it actually has the audacity to take mythological themes for itself. So I'm hoping that that is not what is happening with Gods of Egypt. I'm hoping that it actually is good enough to be hateable and that it is entertaining enough. You know, just like a Clash of Titans or something back in the days. So yeah, I'm hoping that. Grim for similar reasons. Yeah, something like that. Supernatural, because it just ran itself into the ground. And at some point, Supernatural became what Supernatural was making fun of in earlier seasons. It actually became the very thing it was kind of like, oh yeah, that makes it good because those tropes, and then they're like, how did this show in the last seasons? Anyways. So yeah. German. Yeah, I know. Like, I mean, I watched the first 1 season of Grimm, I think, and it was actually fine. It was actually okay. But like, I just lost interest, so I then did not keep on watching it. Like, okay, I watched like 10 episodes of the first season or so. But yeah, like at some point, there's this, ooh, I like it. Ooh, it's not offensive to me. I don't care about it all at all. And ooh, I like to hate on this. And then there's just like, fucking get this shit out of me. I don't want any memory left of that piece of shit. I don't want this to be successful. And then when you're sticking around and then like you see it being successful, it's like makes you hate it even more. So that's just where I have to separate myself from it, because it's just it's better to just not think about it. Anyways, I'm gonna get myself something to eat. I'm already too late. So yeah. Yeah, but just getting boring is like the second phase. Like that's a really steep drop because you just don't think about it anymore. For a show, the worst thing is being boring. But then you can be offensive if you enjoy quality. But it will only be offensive to some people because, yeah, the other show also got 4 seasons, or Supernatural got 15 seasons. And like, that agitates you even more when you see people liking it and you're like, but that's shit, and they actually like it, and it's like, no. So that's where it's just better to go like, I don't even want to think about it anymore. Anyways, maybe at like 3 a.m. I'm gonna be back for 1 hour Synergia so that we can finish it. Maybe, but I'm not promising, right? So thank you very much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. It is super nice to have you around in my streams. I'm very like to have you guys returning to my streams and actually being so, you know, engaged still. I don't know. I don't know the right word. But yeah. Nope, I'm not gonna undress for you now. that we can do late at night. So have a good one. If not tomorrow, then. If then, like later. See you.